To New England Patriot fans, Marcus Jones is an up-and-coming defensive back who's already made a name for himself as the only NFL player in the past 75 years to score a receiving touchdown, a punt return touchdown, and an interception touchdown in the very same season. But in the offseason, he's got another passion as a part-time recording artist. Another multi-talented person, CBS Saturday Morning co-host Dana Jacobson met up with him to learn more about his success in the music game.
Patriots cornerback Marcus Jones knows how to turn up the volume.
Defense is where my heart is, where it's at. I would rather give the hit than get hit.
That I appreciate.
Yeah.
The 26-year-old played just 17 games between his rookie and sophomore seasons due to injury. But he also managed to join Hall of Famer Deion Sanders as the only two players in the Super Bowl era to score touchdowns of 40 yards or more on offense, defense, and special teams. His versatility and adaptability run deep.
Your dad was in the Army.
Yes.
How often were you moving?
So I was born in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Then I went from Baton Rouge to Dayton, Ohio. Dayton, Ohio, back to Baton Rouge. Then Baton Rouge to Fort Campbell, Kentucky. Fort Campbell, Kentucky to Enterprise, Alabama. So.
And how old were you by the time you got to Enterprise, Alabama?
So I was in 8th grade.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jones says growing up, basketball and football helped him fit in. But there was something else he wanted to tackle.
When did music first kind of come into your life?
I'll probably say around 6 years old. My dad had MPCs, everything that you could think of at the house, and it's a big hobby that he always had. Eventually, I just grasped toward it because I was making beats, but there was no vocals on it. So I was like, man, if I learn how to record myself, maybe I can keep going from here. This is where the so-called magic happens.
But I'm gonna make it right.
Jones showed us the studio where he writes, sings, and produces today.
Compare yourself now doing something like this to when you were messing around with your dad's stuff and just starting.
Yeah, it's nowhere near. Like, it's like two different worlds.
This is where his song, Make It Right, was born.
I won't stop till I'm satisfied.
It later reached the 9th spot on one of the UK's commercial pop charts.
I ended up taking some of the stems out of the main sample and then putting the drums.
That drum comes in,
Yeah.
What a difference just that changed.
Yeah, and it's all about the start too. The way I was thinking about it, it started off slow, then drums.
How do you teach a kid to find their voice in doing music like this?
Yeah, the main thing that I would say is listen to your favorite artist. Don't rush the moment. Most of the time, kids would end up feeling like, oh, I can't do this because they don't write songs fast. Like, every song is not written fast. And I want them to know just to take their time and just have fun with the process.
Back on the field,
What do you love about being able to have these two sides of you?
Yeah, I love it from the fact of just being able to, have differences of like, all right, maybe I want to be vulnerable, and I can be vulnerable through making music. And also, whenever it comes down to the football side, it's like, okay, I can turn on this switch and then also be the tough guy, and also have a great time with playing the game that I've loved since I've been little.
Are you listening to your music when you come out?
Nah.
we asked Jones which Marcus his family was initially betting on, Marcus the artist or the football player.
For sure, the football player. I would definitely say that one.
Did they doubt some of the music for a little while?
I think they might have doubted it just a little bit, but they also love me at the same time, so maybe that overweighted a little bit. But
I'm glad you have this really hard other career to fall back on because football will work.
For CBS Mornings, I'm Dana Jacobson, Foxborough, Massachusetts.
Nice, Marcus.
Yeah.
Now we have another way to cheer for you.
That's right. That's
I like
right.
that.
Go get it. Do it all.